a truly international lineup for Mersin. 2 Americans, a Brit, a Mexican, and an Australian out there in the Basketball Champions League, showing you what a worldwide game it is for the man on the sideline, head coach Jan Simev. So teams are to the benches and get those final steps of introduction. There is Coach Simev on the sideline for Mersin. So will he have prepared for this perimeter attack of Malaga? How will they change the way they've been playing from the three-point line? You can see there 45.7 points allowed from beyond the three-point line. They have won their last 2 games though, so they come into this one with form in the Champions League and a chance for redemption after facing defeat in game day number 1 against this same opponent. We are now at the point in game day 6 where it is the first time these teams will be facing off again on the home and away situation. So it'll be interesting to see what changes can be made. So on the road for Unicaja, 12-1 in the last 13, and they've won 5 in a row. Incredible performance for them. Well-travelled team they are, but this is going to be no easy game. That is for sure. 2 top teams in Group G battling it out. Before we get underway, we are going to have a minute's silence as the players will make their way out onto the floor. So, in memory of the Turkish military transport plane carrying 20 personnel, including crew members, that crashed in Georgia shortly after taking off from Azerbaijan yesterday. We'll have a moment's silence to remember those that sadly disappeared and are unable to survive the plane crash. Turkish flag shining brightly there, and a mark of respect for those that lost their life yesterday. As we return to action then here in the Basketball Champions League, it is Unicaja Malaga facing off against Mersin. Jump ball is up and underway, controlled by Malaga. Opening tip goes back to Perry, who controls the ball. Man-to-man defense for Mersin. He comes high, collects it, looking around, first shot doesn't go, but the offensive rebound and tip home is good for Tyson Perez, and who leads his team in a couple of statistical categories, having a great season on the inside. Perez, team leader in rebounding and efficiency, and you can see why. As Olasheni moves it on, sets the screen as Cruz fires up the 3. Doesn't go. Perez is controlling the boards in the early stages. Malaga in transition, quickly down the floor. Perry just moving it on beautifully, and pace of play is there for Malaga in the first couple of offenses. Mersin though now regroup, settle themselves in a half court themselves. As Onoseni flips it to the far side. 3 is up. No, Cobbs fakes it, controls, waits for another screen. Cobbs goes to Onoseni. 5 on the clock for him. Tries to find some room. Lovely little shovel pass, but the finish doesn't go for Cruz. Gets it on the inside. Holding, waiting, trying to find somebody. Gives it up to Perry. Perry now says, come on, to Sorowski. Before he loses his man, finds the pole on the roll, who kicks it to the corner. Missed 3. And goes out of bounds. So, good offense for Malaga. Nothing coming from it. As Perez takes in another offensive rebound, but loses it out of bounds. So, Justin Cobbs with the ball. Trying to get his team off the mark here. Gives it up to Jack White. Now, Cobbs trying to find that room. White. Screen for Cruz. Cruz trying to find the room. Cruz runs into trouble. Nearly bumps his way into Jack White. Misses. Chance to run. Malaga have some numbers down the floor. Lovely feed from Perry and the easy score. As Webb gets himself off the mark. Look at the pass from Perry. Talked about his scoring prowess. 22 last game in the Champions League for Perry. Onoseni's jump shot rattles home, gets his team off the mark. Well, the 2 players to watch, Onoseni at one end and Perry at the other, making plays early. Here is Perry once again. Finds Webb. Webb with a lot of room, fires the 3, gets the friendly roll. James Webb, 5 in a row. Unicaja open out that lead now. As March comes off the screen, turns the corner. March lays it up for 2 over the arm of Perez. Finish with him with the left. And they're looking to respond quickly. Perry does so. Points dropping at a fast rate here in the early stages of this one. First for Perry. He'll commit the foul. Get the ball on the sideline. Paco Cruz. Back over to Cobbs, using the screen from Onoseni. He'll come once again. Cobbs, some room for the 3 is good. Now that back-to-back action of the screening. First time, defense guarded it well. Second time, Cobbs found a room. Sorowski backing it in. Spins, fouled. It's going to be 2 shots to come for the big man. You can see spins to the base. Sorowski will go to the strike. Steadies himself for the second. So 2 for 2 from him. As the quick jumper doesn't drop on this occasion. Moves it straight back to Unicaja. Perry pulls up in transition. Doesn't go. Cobbs bats the rebound out, looks towards the official, just didn't take it in cleanly. So it will stay at this end of the floor. Perry takes the early 3, but good work. Just some attention on the boards for Tyler Kalinowski. Goes to the inside, Perez finds the room, lays it up. What a start for him now. 4 points, 2 rebounds for Tyson Perez, and ready in the early stages. Unicaja having no problems putting points on the board. Jumper from March. Oh, well, there was not a lot on, but Ronald March just knocks down the 3. Good shooting from Mersin. Talked about the threat of Malaga from beyond the three-point line, but it's the Turkish team showing it. It's now a man who can knock it down. Kalinowski can't hit that one. The offensive rebound, Bartowski. And he tries to spin. Has it rejected. Good work from Jack White, and it's going to be possession for Mersin. Oh, great defensive work from both March and Jack White there. After a good defensive stand. Can they build on it here? Mersin on the offensive end, trailing by 3. Cobbs gets into the lane. Little floater, too strong. Saves the offensive rebound, stumbles, steadies himself and puts it home. Oh, Justin Cobbs off a big game this past weekend, and you can see why. He moves to 5 as well. Perry on the switch against Olasheni. Takes the 3 over the top of the big man and knocks it down. Oh, Perry, 3 more in the bank for him. Playing against the mismatch. Shot clock winding down. Tough ask, but he's able to finish it. As now, it is Cobbs. Deflected. Loses it behind the back. Perry wins the foot race. Lays it up for 2. What a pass ahead. Great work from Malaga. They turn it defense to offense in the blink of an eye. Look at that. And it's not just Perry, it's 3 guys down the floor for Unicaja. Now, March, his chance to attack against the switch, kicks it, extra pass. Cobbs is fouled and will go to the line for 2. Justin Cobbs had the open 3, recognised to attack though. Smart from him. Draws the contact. 2 shots as we see some substitutions coming in. Duarte picked up that first foul. He's fresh into the game for Unicaja. He came in. And now some more changes. Unicaja, they've got a 5 on the floor. Webb and Duarte remain, but Alberto Diaz, Sulemanovic and Killian Tilly coming. For Mersin, Benjamin Bentil joins the game on the inside. He replaces Olasheni as Cohen came in just a second ago as well. You can see him in the back of your picture there, the number 7. He replaced Paco Cruz. And here is Alberto Diaz, the captain of this Malaga team. Someone's missed an assignment there. Wide open look, doesn't drop. Sulemanovic. Don't get a better look than that one. Responds March, pulls up, tough shot from him. See if Mersin have got these matchups sorted yet. Do now. Diaz gives it up. It's taken away. Great defense. 2-on-1 now. Mersin, can they finish? As the score is good for March, just glides in for 2. On March, 7 points. Simon Cobbs had 14 of the 16 for Mersin then. Backcourt scoring has been exceptional for Mersin right now in the early stages. Diaz holding, using that screen now. Shot clock down to 5. Tough 3 is up, doesn't go. Little push in the back. Will be called against Sulemanovic. So it is, Killy. So Killian Tilly picks up the personal foul. French big man. Just judged to push Jack White. So it is end-line possession. Mersin will bring it in. And now at the point for Mersin. It is Cohen. Bentil to the inside. Good ball movement. White for 3. Doesn't drop. Rebound batted around. And it will be out of bounds in favour of Mersin. So good open look for them. They didn't get it, but great work from Bentil on the offensive glass. keeping it alive for his team there. Here comes Cruz back into the game, curls off the screen, gives it back out to Cowan. It's now under 10 on the clock. Cowan holds and waits, attacks to the open side, beats his man, lays it up. I think the basket is going to be good as well. Referees are looking around. Definitely a foul. Cowan, no, continued. There's the little hold. Cowan continues, lays it up off the glass. The basket is going to be given to Tyus at 18 apiece. And he will get an extra free throw to come. Duarte, already 2 fouls, draws the frustration of Navarro as he heads out. So in fact, he had a big game, Duarte, on the weekend for Malaga. He's forced to sit early here. Yes, brings it down. His team trailing for the first time. Now, on this near side, Barrero in as well, the number 7. Bedovic, no room. Diaz forces up the long 3, and the bank is open. Well, Alberto Diaz was just trying to get the ball away before the shot clock went. Managed to bank it in. You can see the reaction of Cowan there. Frustration from him. Now he's got a chance to respond. Draws the switch. They'll isolate against Tilly. But Cowan loses it. The step, just fumbled the possession on the way up. Nice little feed and the dunk. Great work. Nice pick and roll game. Sulemanovic is the one who gets the finish, but it was about the assist of Mihad Dedovic. Jump shine response from Bento doesn't go. Bedovic is going to take the 3. Not sure you can give him that much room. Well, we talked about that 3-point range of Unicaja. You see it start to get going now. Already made 4 threes in this first quarter. 26 points on the board for them as a foul is going to be called. Sulemanovic whistled for it. Nice arm from him. 4th team foul. So the sideline possession, I believe, against... No, sorry, 5th. So it is 2 shots. It's been going at the line. 3 points and an assist for him. It's been a fast-paced first quarter. Points free for both teams. So Unicaja already have 26 on the board. Makes the first. Mersin have 3 fouls to give for his final 35 seconds. See if they try to use them. Cowan makes the first, misses the second. Rebound eventually pulled in by Sulemanovic, who's going to bounce clear for a second. There's now Diaz. Holds and waits, looks to the inside. There is one of those fouls to be used. It's the man fresh into the game. G commits the personal. Subbed out there to sacrifice a couple of these possessions if he can. A fake dribble and kick out. Now Diaz. Nice feed to the inside, and the reverse is good. Sulemanovic once again finishes it off. Great feed from Alberto Diaz though. Last 10 seconds of this first quarter. Cruz looking around. Spins away from his man. He's got to find some room here. Cruz falls and he's going to be fouled. That's a breakdown for Unicaja. 1.8 on the clock. They commit the foul. They send Paco Cruz to the line for 2 shots here because of team fouls. And Paco Cruz hasn't had a great start to this game. 0 points for him. Great opportunity to see the ball go in the net. There's some momentum. There he is, the Mexican international, makes number 1. He's been a regular for the national team through a host of world competitions. 2 of 2 for Cruz. Substitutions coming in just to make sure that Malaga can't throw that ball ahead so easily. 1.8 on the clock. Yes, looking. Thinks about going long. We'll get it back. Heaves it from his own free throw line. Oh! Diaz makes the 3! Will it count is the question. Diaz from his own free throw line. Nothing but net. Watch this one. Perfect line for Diaz. It's good. Count it. And the Mersin defense just didn't respect the range. The reaction from the guys under the bench. Look at that from Diaz. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Beautiful stroke from him. High fives all round. And what a first quarter for Unicaja. That tops it off. Their 5th made 3. And there is the confirmation. Mersin 22. Unicaja 31 at quarter time here. Wow, what a first quarter. It went in the blink of an eye. Both teams smoking hot from the field. And as the offense was king in that first 10 minutes, but none more so than Unicaja. Some of these highlights then, and that's the way the game started, with Tyson Perez getting it going on an offensive rebound and putback. There's been a host of guys that had a strong first 10 minutes. Perez being one of them. He's got 4 points and 2 rebounds. Perry, 7 points and 3 assists in only 6 minutes. Diaz with 2 threes in the most unconventional fashion. One from his own free throw line, one at the end of a shot clock he backed in to give him his 6 points. And then on the other side, Mersin, 7 points from Cobb, 7 from March. Those two combined for 14 in a high-scoring first quarter, as we said. And the big difference right now, the 3-point range of Unicaja, something that we did refer to. Now, Mersin traditionally don't guard that 3-point line particularly well, although I'm not sure they can do a lot about the 2 threes of Diaz. That bank, and then the one from the half, that is 2 of their 5 makes in the first 10 minutes. So players are back out onto the floor to start us off. It will be Mersin possession, as he will start us off with Cruz on this near side. Coming into Bento attacking and laying it up for the easy score. Designed action from Mersin then. Themselves off the mark. Straight away. Where will Unicaja go? Which no. It's Diaz. Tilly for 3. Can't get it. Fight for the rebound. Cowan wins it. Now it's a foot race between him and Diaz. Goes out of bounds. And Cowan and the Mersin bench. Not a foul called right here, but you can see Cowan's lucky. He's the man that grabbed the arm of Alberto Diaz there. It will be endline possession for Mersin then. James Webb has come back into the game, as has Perez. The drive and finish is good. From Mersin. There's their new man in. Gets that lane open with the left hand all the way. Score plus the foul for Tepanji. And Ergi Tepanji introduces himself to the game. 2 points and a rebound in his 45 seconds so far. Bonus way short though, as Barrero grabs the rebound. Dedovic gives it up, and a foul. on the roll. Perez took the contact. And the Mersin players say they were straight up, but it was anything but. You can see sideways movement outside of his cylinder. In every way, it's a foul against Apanji. So 2 shots to come. Tyson Perez, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Steadies himself then. First one though, bounce is clear. Dominican Republic, a man born in the Dominican Republic, plays for Spain. There's 1 of 2. Now Cruz looking around. Can't find anybody. Shot clock low. Cruz is going to have to fire up the tough 3, and he makes it. Well, everybody making threes. Cruz. The offense just fell apart for Mersin. Didn't really look like anything was happening, but Paco Cruz shows the range. Makes it a 3-point game here. Yeah, closely guarded by Cowan. To the inside it goes. Trying to find some room. Goes to Dedovic. Dedovic attacks, fouls. Basket is going to count as well. Cowan doesn't like it. Tried to commit the foul, knew he'd been beaten by Dedovic, but a smart play by Nena Dedovic to draw the contact, continue with the finish. Bonus point to come. It's the friendly touch. Dedovic. And you can see 6 points for him now. Cruz brings the ball down the floor. Finds Cowan. Cowan backs it out. Now uses the screen. Defense is switching. Bertel's got the advantage on the low post. Spins, loses it, and it's going to be off him last. Great defense from Diaz. Diaz on the recovery. Pokes it away right there to get the steal for his team. This is the depth of this Malaga team, though. Already 16 points off the bench for them. Able to just rotate through guys as a turnover and foul goes against Perez. Well, fouls have been racking up for Unicaja. Perez, he heads out. He's got 2 already. Sulemanovic and Duarte have already gone to the bench with 2 fouls personal each as well. So Mersin comes back in for Benjamin Bentel. Turnover, gives it up. Malaga, chance to run. They got numbers up high, but the finish bounces out for Webb. Oh, both teams. And, mistakes there. Mersin the turnover. Malaga with the finish. It's Cowan now. Dances with the ball against Barrera, and he is fouled, so we'll go to the line. Barrera looks like he took a shot to the face. Nice. Referees talk it over. There was a shot to the face, so they may go to the camera to check this one. See if there was any anything that should be reviewed. I'm not sure there was a challenge on it, but referees will just check this over to make sure there was nothing that should be upgraded. And the right elbow from Cowan. You can see catches the face of Barrera. Question is, was it a regular basketball action, or was it outside of what you'd expect to see on that play? If the referees deem it is a regular basketball motion, then it will be nothing. If they judge it not to be, maybe an unsportsmanlike foul here. So it is going to be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike. So there'll be 2 shots at both ends, I believe, and then possession for Malaga. Let's have a look. 6-point game here. 35-29. Coach Navarro just talking things through. Confused that Tyler Kalinowski has just come in. He's gone to the free throw line, but the unsportsmanlike foul was against Jonathan Barrero. But did he go out as a result of the elbow to the face? In which case, Kalinowski's shooting the 2 free throws as his replacement. Works out well because Kalinowski gets himself off the mark and, of course, is an exceptional shooter. So he goes 2 of 2. Cohen will go to the line now at the other end. And play will continue after these free throws. 2 freebies for Unicaja, and Cowan misses that one. Second is good. Makes it a 7-point game then. It's Perry now. Brings it down, coming back into the game. There's Kalinowski giving it up. Perry, a couple of screens, searching, wide open shot for Webb. Doesn't drop though. Offensive rebound stays with Unicaja. She couldn't keep it in bounds. So now Malaga. Got to get it in first. They just do to Jedovic. Now he's off the screen, puts his man on his back, walks in for 2. And Jedovic moves to 8 points personal. There's Cowan off the screen to White. White moves it on. Falls into the post, doesn't get it. Shot clock getting low. Heavy off the backboard, but the drop is good for Tapanji. Nice touch from him. As Perry fakes it, kicks it. Webb, 3. Doesn't drop. And the foul is going to be against Olaseni. Looks confused. Biggs trying to buy the call from the official. And, it was called against Aliseni, his second. Remains in the game. Perry has it. Here comes Kalinowski, flips it over the top. Nastarowski with the left is good. Good work from Tyler Kalinowski. Finds his big man over the top. And it is a 9-point game now. Unicaja opening up this lead. Largest lead of the game for them. Cobbs is back in. He's going to have to make a play. 7 early for him, remember. Takes another one. He continues to be hot. It's only a 2. Foot was on the line. A much needed basket for Mersin there. Nastarowski goes up high. Can't finish, but is fouled. Goes against White, who is a high flyer himself. Just gets him on the arm. And have to earn them from the free throw line. The 24-year-old big man. Youngest player at the 2019 World Cup. He's averaged 2.5 points and 1.9 rebounds. Basketball family, mother. Has a basketball background. His father played in the second and third leagues in Poland before a car accident. Saw him transition to wheelchair basketball and be a member of the Polish national team before being the head coach. So timeout. Let's listen in then to Mersin and see what they've got to say here. Lead the largest it has been then in favour of Unicaja. Where will Mersin go out of this timeout? It is high pick and roll. White, his 3 doesn't go, and a great offensive rebound despite the fact Nastarowski have given up defensive position. Kalinowski, little step inside, knocks it down. And Tyler Kalinowski has made a career out of that perimeter jump shot. The threat of the 3. Defense just flies past. There's now another 3 for Mersin. Gets it to go. Big shot from March. He continues to be hot, as does Cobbs. That's going to double figures. March with that one. As Perry loses the little handoff. Now he gets it. Goes to that far side. Duarte is in, playing with those 2 fouls. Shot clock low for Perry. He'll force another 3. Same spot that Alberto Diaz made the 3-pointer from earlier in the first quarter. That one misses everything. Mersin now, with a lot of these starters back on the floor. It's only Bento instead of Olasheni for the Turkish team. Cruz off the screen, gets deep, takes a contact, can't finish. He hits the floor. 5-on-4 advantage for Unicaja here. And go to the inside now. Duarte for three, wide open. He knocks it down. They find the open man well, the MÁLAGA. And Duarte started the game frustrating fashion, picking up those 2 early fouls, getting some words from his coach. It's Bentil, pick and pop three, doesn't go. Webb with the rebound. 11-point game, could quickly be more here. Perry dances with it. Finds Webb. He thought about the three. In no hurry here. Perry now, 10 on the clock, finds Kalinowski. Kalinowski behind his back. To the inside. Bauskadowski doesn't go. The tip is good for Webb, and the second timeout in quick succession for Mersin here. There's a great little run, and you can feel all the momentum heading to Unicaja here. They've opened up a 13-point lead. It is Mersin 37, Unicaja 50. Good screens needed is the evaluation coming out of the timeout. Just a little discussion of how they believe Unicaja changed their defensive coverages just slightly coming out of that last timeout. What will be the response for the Turkish team here? Go to White. White over to Cobbs now. As he waits for Berthel to screen. Cobbs draws the foul against Kalinowski. Smart work from Cobbs. Just drew the foul, drew the contact. Stagnant from Mersin. Just 5 on the clock. They've got to go. Cobbs finished, doesn't drop. Good snatch and go from Webb. He'll throw it ahead. Duarte's got some opportunities here. Kalinowski was open, but he lost it. They'll eventually find Webb. His three is quick but good. Well, the pace of play from MÁLAGA has just lifted since that first timeout. Webb has 10 points now. I just feel like they sense this is the moment. There's open three for March. They need this one, Mersin. But even the man who leads them in scoring fails to convert on that occasion. And a foul will be called. Until fighting for it on the glass. He is called for the foul. There'll be 2 shots here at the other end of the floor. Great run this is for Unicaja. Wasn't that long ago. This was 32 to 41. 32 to 39. 15 to 5 run then for Unicaja over this last 4 minutes. Make it 16-5. And possession now. Lesheni's back in to replace White. Santos going to pick up his third. That's the frustration. They want a technical foul to the Mersin fans. Won't they? I'll head to the bench surely here after picking up that one. There'll be 2 shots at the other line for Cohen. Cohen then, 5 points, an assist for him. Guerrero back in. First is good, second is good. Remains a 16-point game though. It's an important 2.5 minutes for Mersin to try and get this back. See if they can find a double-digit lead, a double-digit recovery as the 3 doesn't go, but an offensive rebound. Now Kalinowski in the corner. Brings it back out. Guerrero kicks it. A fake and drive from Bałskotowski, but turns it over. Chance to run. Mersin 2-on-1. March frustrated. He was open. He thought the lob was there. But most importantly, they don't turn it over. Now they've got a chance to score in the half court. Cobbs trying to find his room. Well guarded. And then a turnover does happen. Málaga 2-on-1. Bałskotowski, little fake and glides in for 2. Great work from the big man. 10 now for him. Makes it an 18-point game once more. Back to Cobbs. Cobbs looks around, has nothing. Has to make it happen on his own again. He's being well guarded though. Kalinowski holds his ground well, but eventually just a little bit of contact on the arm. And it'll be 2 shots. So Justin Cobbs, 9 points for him. Djokovic coming back in. That's the first, is good. Cobbs, originally from Los Angeles. Storied international career for him. As Diaz kicks it to that far side. Turnover. March looking to push. Gives it up to Cowan. Now, can't come off the screen. Cowan finds the mismatch with Bentil. Bentil against Diaz. Diaz goes to steal. And Alessani's pass flies out of bounds, trying to find Cobbs there. Yeah, in no hurry. Feeds to the inside. And action away from the ball. Tilly for 3. Doesn't go. There's March. Giving it to Bentil, but everybody clearing. Giving him some room. Bentil trying to bully his way to the rim. This bigger lineup for Mersin. That's the advantage they have. Now he's got to make the 2 free throws. That's Benjamin Bentil. First trip to the line for him tonight. 11 of 14 as a team. Mersin, Unicaja have called a timeout here for the final 15 seconds. Chance for them to talk about what they can run.
Alberto, let's try to get into this 3 con Jonathan. Vale, Quedo, arriba. Okay, don't forget that maybe we can pass the ball to Johnny para finalizar. Vale, we pass the ball. Now, Quedo, Alberto, want to see anybody on this side. The pop-off game's here, okay? There is nobody here.
Shots and then possession for Unicaja. Chance for them to cap off what at the first half it's been already 57 points in this high scoring first 20 minutes. Benjamin Bentel, 2 points for him. Needs these free throws, they need a stop for some momentum here, but the first misses. Substitution's going to come in, but he's got to make the free throw to get to that. Second free throw also bounces clear. 5 for the rebound. Oh, eventually won by Malaga. Final 10 seconds now. Diaz brings it down. He's just going to fire the three. He's open. Why not? Diaz is 3 for 3. Mersin can't get the ball in bounds. They eventually do. White will heave it. And it doesn't go. A little stunned silence here in Mersin. Diaz makes his third 3. And after being at the line for 2, they miss the pair and then give up a 3. A frustrating final 15 seconds. But what a first half for Unicaja here. 60 points on the board already. Diaz, it is, just walks into a 3. The defense slow to match up. He's already got his eye in with a couple of makes. Play wasn't even needed. And you can see Diaz knocking it down to bring up the 60-point mark. The confirmation. Mersin 41, Unicaja 60 at the half. You'll see is some exceptional shooting numbers from Unicaja in that first 20 minutes. 72% from the field, 40% from the line, 8 made threes already, and 91% from the free throw stripe. Mersin have done their own job shooting it well, but just pales into insignificance the way that Unicaja have dominated the offensive totals. Leading scorers, Mersin, Cobbs and March in double figures. Balcerowski, Webb, Diaz lead the way for Unicaja. Underway to start us off. In the second half, and it will be Perry, Sulemanovic, Kalinowski, Berev and Jenovic that are out there on the floor for the Spanish team. And the other side, Onoseni, Cobbs, Cruz, Panji and White is the 5 for Mersin, who start on the defensive end. They're going to get a stop, are they? No, fight for the ball. Eventually won by Jack White. And now Paco Cruz has it. This isn't the best defense for Mersin to open up the second half, but they got the stop they so desperately need. Here is the 3. Doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. White got a hand on it, but can only keep it alive. As Kalinowski comes the other way, now he's fouled by Cruz. Cruz picks up his first personal. Need energy to at least stop the break there from Mersin. Kalinowski to Jenovic. Jenovic for 3. He's made 1. That one way short. Sulemanovic on the offensive glass. Sulemanovic against Onoseni. Gets the little soft touch over the front of the ring. 2 more for Unicaja. Cruz Trying to get it over to Cobbs. Just a loose pass. Perry should have really taken it away. Good hand on it, Perry. But it stays with Mersin. 8 on the clock now. Cobbs picks up the dribble. We go to Oliseni. Oliseni kicks it. Cobbs for 3 on the buzzer. Doesn't drop, but good work offensively to keep it alive and put it home for 2. Egi Tirapanji, that's the score. Solid work from him. 6 points now. A lot of hustle play, a lot of energy. This Jedovic. Kick it back to Perry. Perry dancing with the ball. 5 on the clock, trying to find the room for the 3. He does. Doesn't hit. Foul on the rebound. Jedovic doesn't believe it's a foul. The replay shows it did get a lot of the ball, didn't it? Now Mersin to Cobbs. Tries to feed the tough pass and turns it over. Perry gives it up. 5-on-4 advantage for Unicaja. They just moved the ball to the open man. Easy layup. I said that Mersin a renewed energy to stop transition with the foul a couple of possessions ago. No such energy that time. It's Malaga that get the easy score. Seni open. Now he'll have it to Cobbs. Kick out. Shot clock winding down. They're not going to get it away in time. Play stops. Coach Navarro claps, applauds the defense. It is a 21-point lead and the possession for Unicaja. We go to that low post once again. Sulmanovic looking around. Spins to the little floating shot. It's good. No jump hook. Maybe an early timeout coming here for Mersin because it's a 6-2 advantage already for Unicaja here. Nothing seems to have changed on the first half as White's drive is fouled. At least that's going to stop the offensive transition of Unicaja. Chance for White to get himself off the mark. Jack White. Right now, 18 minutes, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists for him. Still searching for a meaningful statistic then, Jack White. And the US college route, played at Duke University and some time with Melbourne United back in the Australian NBL. His home country in recent years. It's the second. First point for White. As Perry comes off the screen. Rich for 3. Doesn't get it. Rebound bounces around. White eventually grabs it for his team. Onishe's down the floor early. Doesn't get it though from Cruz. Now he does. Oniseni gets deep, steadies himself, lays it up. Good work from Gabriel Oniseni. As I said, it's won his last 4 games in the Basketball Champions League where he has scored 16 points or more. He only has 4 here today as he grabs in the rebound. His second of the game. Cobbs kicks it. 3 for Cruz. No. And an easy rebound for Unicaja. As Perry will bring it down. Finds the man on the roll. Easy 2. Just simple basketball from Malaga. Perry with the assist. Sulmanovic with the easy score. using that high screen eventually is fouled. So it brings it in from the side. Great work from both Perry and Sulemanovic as they head out. Jans and Basarovsky back in. Duarte in for Kalinowski as well. As Benthel is the substitution for Mersin. Here he is, drawing the foul. Clear call. There's Cowan. Tries to find someone open under the basket, but March doesn't get the ball. Cowan is fouled. Goes to the line here for two. Basarovsky says he was wrapped up. Cowan has got to the line frequently today. He'll be there for two more now. 5 of 7 he is. 6 of 8 now. Only 1 field goal for him. Everything else from the line. Second bounce is clear, goes to Duarte, and now it is Diaz that has it. Duarte to Basarovsky, dances in and fouled on his way to the stripe. Great work. I've seen it, a bit of everything from the big pole today, haven't we? You know, his ability to finish under contact like that, his ability to pass out of the short roll. We've seen him sell some little fakes off the dribble in transition as well. Great work, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist for him in just 14 minutes. That's that one. Today a 24-point game. Allen brings it to the middle, uses the screen. Defense guards well though. Smart, his 3 comes up short. He is looking to push. Jedovic in for 2. Even there, Mersin trying to commit the foul, unable to do it because of the speed of Unicaja. Backs it out, spins. Good defensive Diaz, good feed though from Cobbs, and then 2 shots to come. He'll break down defensively. Smart work from Shikiji. Takes the contact. We'll be at the line now for 2. Shikiji at the line then. First advance is clear. These are the points they need. For his first basket. First point, gets it. Gonna need more than that though. Yeah, in no hurry now. Struggles to enter. Good work from Benthel, forcing it way out beyond the 3-point line. Defense switches. Foul is committed on the floor. Just the 3rd against Mersin though. March knew with the mismatch, he had the freedom to commit that foul. There's jumper. Rattles out. Mersin, though, not looking to push the tempo. March gets to a spot, fires it high. Doesn't go. Foul. Sideline possession for Unicaja. The entry man to the then. Just found that rhythm in Unicaja right now. Mersin got to change the game in some way. Get a stop there. Bentil for three. Still strong. The team's trading misses right now. DF to Webb. To Duarte to Vasarovsky. He gets it to go. Good movement for Unicaja. So it had a couple of offenses of nothing. And a couple of empty plays. Good execution from him on that one. Vasarovsky. Bertel's jumper is good. Not sure that's the sustainable offense they're looking for, though. And his quick response is good for Unicaja. Just turned their back, didn't they? And Jonathan Barrero was open, knocks down his first points of the game. Owen isolates himself on that far side, drives, attacks, is fouled. 2 more shots to come. He's done a great job getting himself to the free throw stripe, as Cowan switches hands nicely there. That's the first. Cowan played his university basketball at Maryland University. Played in Vilnius last year, previous to that at Aris and Prometheus Patras as well. Greek top league scorer in 2022 with Patras. As Webb grabs the rebound. Yes, finds Barrero. Now Webb will have it in the corner for 3. Comes up short. Offense has stalled in this third quarter for both teams. Much lower scoring, just 11 points, make it 13 now on that one for Mersin in this third period as we're into the final minute. Unicaja scored 18 themselves. But that's considerably lower than the total they've had through the first half. Good feed from Duarte and Vasarovsky. Shots to come there. First is good. What a game this has been for Vasarovsky. 16 points now. He goes 2 of 2. 16 points, 8 of 9 from the field. Great return. That's Cowan trying to find the room. Gets it to the inside. No, it's deflected. Good hands from Diaz. Diaz in no hurry now. Wants his team to get organised. Duarte over to Pereiro. Oh, nice little cut from Webb. How did he find the room to the inside? Acted like he was going to come to the free throw line for the high-low. Just slices in. Great feed, though. 2 more for him. 81 up for Unicaja here inside the final 10 seconds. Cowan trying to make some room. Kicks it. Bento, another jump shot. Doesn't go, but a putback over the top of everybody by March. Flying in. Big basket for Ronald March Jr. But, the crowd's still in silence. Not really as fired up as they should be after a play like that one, because their team trails heavy here at 3/4 time. March times it perfectly over the top. No boxing out at all. A breakdown for Malaga. That score makes it 56 for Mersin, 81 for Unicaja at 3/4 time. Well, the offense slowed a little, just 21 points for Unicaja in that 3rd quarter. But they still were able to open up that lead even more through this game. Numbers. Just 1 make from beyond the 3-point line for Unicaja. Both teams getting to the free throw line fairly regularly. But Malaga, just exceptional shooting. Malaga got themselves going again early. Just looked comfortable in that 3rd quarter, despite the fact the shooting wasn't at the level it has been in the first 20 minutes. Still a good 10-minute return for them as they just continued through the motions, really. When they needed a basket, you always felt like the opportunity was there for them to take it. On the other side for Mersin, Cohen gets to the line consistently. Cobbs and March, other guys in double figures are trying, but they just cannot slow down this Unicaja attack. The pace of what the Spanish team is able to do from both running the floor, getting open shots when they have that initial advantage, but then putting together the back-to-back actions that is so difficult to guard. The final 10 minutes for Mersin to see if they can make a miracle happen. Then 25 down they are. They'll be any way back as we get underway in the 4th and final quarter. It is Mersin with possession. And 5 out there on the floor. It is March. Chikiji. Bento misses the shot. Cohen and White. For Malaga, they have Webb, Diaz, Sulmanovic, Duarte and Tilly is their 5. Here's Diaz. Diaz gets it over eventually to Sulmanovic, and now he'll screen and roll. Lob pass over the top, good weight on it, but well defended by Mersin. Now White puts it on the deck, goes all the way. It's going to be a blocking foul. It's not a lot of contact to force Tilly to the ground. Possession for Mersin. 3rd foul on the French big man, Kylian Tilly. He's college basketball at Gonzaga University in the US. It's now defense switching for Malaga. Cohen. Oh, nice little back cut. Excellent pass from him. And the score is good. Breakdown defensively for Malaga then. Yeah, has it. Jumper is good. Well, the defense tried to switch away from the ball, but again, the awareness of Malaga, they saw it coming, flipped it over to Tilly, who was open, comes down his first points of the game. Here's March. Ball handling display from him, tough 3. Doesn't go. Birthday looking towards the referee the whole time. With the foul. He gets the call against Bentil. Third foul against Bentil. Birthday inside. Tilly. His little push shot doesn't go. Cowan has it. Attacks, beats his man, gives it up nicely. Flash though doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Where does it go? Out of bounds and goes with Malaga. Man is on the floor. Looks like Corey Chikiji is down. Not in the face. That's up. Seems to be okay. It's actually caused by his own man, wasn't it? Look. Or was it Webb or White that catch him in the eye? I think he's okay to continue. Either way, it is possession for Unicaja. Diak is fouled. Now. Back to Birthday, pushes his man off, gets to the lane, fouled. Strength of the drive from Birthday. Just a second. That's the kick out. Bentil draws the foul. Orders with Cruz. Cowan. Step back three. Oh, he's good. Tough shot for Anthony Cowan. Much needed basket for Mersin. As a foul is called. Let's see. Xavier Castaneda in for the first time. We're in the number 13 for Malaga. It's Perez thinking he had the open dunk. Referee pulls it back for the foul against Cruz. And line possession then. Perez gives it up. Reverse it to the hands of Tilly. Tilly to the inside with Tyson. Tyson Perez makes it. Named after the boxer Mike Tyson. And it's a knockout blow from Tyson Perez. Two more for him. 88 points up for Unicaja there. To the hands of Cohen. Cohen trying to find the room. Attacks. Kicks it out. 3-point shot is good. So Panji knocking down a 3-ball. 9 points personal for him. Trading blows here. Unicaja, just like game number one, have won all 4 quarters up until this point. Well, they won all 3 up until this point. They won all 4 in game day number 1 between these two teams. As a foul is called. It's Perez. Cruz loses it. It's taken away. Chance to run for Unicaja. Nice little feed. And then foul. See 2 shots here for Perez. Talking about it. 29-year-old Perez. In with Unicaja since 23. There was a year on loan with Andorra. The top rebounder in the Final Four last season in that championship title was Perez. 11 rebounds across the 2 games. As Jack White gets the score for Mersin. First field goal for White. Philly's 3 in response doesn't go. Whistle. Okay, we'll pick up the foul on the rebound, just holding. As then he sacrifices the personal to save the basket for Tyson Perez. He makes the first. The second also drops. Now waits for Cowan. White will set the screen. Defense switches. Where are they going to go against the mismatches? Cowan wants White in the post. Lasheni skips it back to Cowan. Cowan through the gears. Just too quick on the drive. Will draw the foul against Duarte. Oh no, it's an offensive foul. Let's have another look. Oh, it's the loose arm at the end. So watch the right arm of Cowan right there at the end. Contact to the face of Duarte. So an offensive foul against Cowan. The players have been campaigning throughout the game. But Cowan is the one pulling and holding them on these drives. Referee's agreed on that time. And Onasheni gets a big block. Shot from Perez is good. No, he's not stopped playing yet. Tyson Perez working on the numbers. 12 now for him. Perfect 4 of 4 from 2-point range. Cruz holding and waiting. Taking the 3. Cruz's jump shot doesn't go. Duarte takes the short free throw line jumper. No. Bounce is clear. Cowan calls for the screen to come. Gets it on the flare. Uses that speed to find Cruz in the corner. Good offense from Mersin there. That's 3 up and good. Duarte knocking it down. That's what he can do. This team's trading baskets right now. So the one thing to keep an eye on. Can Unicaja win all 4 quarters once again? There you can see the 3-point shooting. Been good in this 4th quarter for Mersin. 13 points up for them. They trail by 2 though. 13-15 in this period. It's that time the 3 doesn't go for Cowan. And it is Castaneda bringing it down. It is Xavier Castaneda trying to find that room. Will be called for the travel Mersin have possession. There's a foul is called. Possession back to Unicaja then. 4 more for them. Gliding finish, good for Perez. Gets the score. There's Cowan. Throws it back out to Cruz. Cruz now trying to find the room. Tough shot. It's a nothing. And once more, Malaga running in transition. Duarte organising. Sends his man straight into the post. Perez wants it. High pass, a poor pass from Tilly, but somehow it ends up in the hands of Perez. He makes the extra one to Castaneda. This 3 doesn't go. Cruz now. To Alesseni. Alesseni's little jump hook is good. Beautiful play from Alesseni with the score. Six points now for him. Yes. Castaneda brings it down. Off that high screen. Waits for Duarte. Duarte step back. Doesn't go. And Mersin looking to push. Rapanji with the score. Moves him into double digits. Makes it a 25-point game. Sadowski thought about the 3, gives it up, and now he'll go up high for the dunk. As we hit 1 minute left in this one. A very impressive performance for Unicaja. They bring up the 100-point mark in highlight fashion with the lob pass. And Soliseni gets it, score of his own at the rim. Continue to just work this points difference. 3 doesn't go. As Trapanji brings it in. Now Cowan. Cowan fouled. Foul to give for Unicaja, so the sideline possession for Mersin. Cowan bullying his way to the rim, turns it over. Malaga will throw it ahead. Duarte for 3, in and out. Rebound for Alesseni. Final possession here for Mersin, perhaps. Goes to Alesseni. Alesseni forces his way to the rim, scores 2 more. 10 points, perfect 5 of 5 from the field for the big man. And that's going to be the final basket here today. As Malaga will dribble this one out. An impressive road performance once again for them. 6 in a row now. 13 wins in their last 14 on their travels in the Basketball Champions League, and they remain